Okay, folks, we are in Mesopotamia again, Ohio. Um, there will be a um, link to our tour of the town. Today we are going into the Fairview Cemetery to show you some old, cool tombstones. We'll be back shortly. Okay, so let's start looking at some of the tombstones. We got this nice big one, well, kind of big here. Sally Grosvenor, wife of Alicia Sanderson, born February 7th, 1796, died April 12th, 1886. That's
War of 1812.
Oh wow. This Reuben Tuggett died March 21st, 1859. And I don't know if you can see on that star, it says War of 1812. That's really cool. And some of them you can see, you can hardly see anymore.
I find it interesting it doesn't have a date of birth.
Yeah, and like you don't know when he was born.
There is a star on, it's kind of worn.
Ah, there's a star on the tombstone too. It's worn out, and as I said, this one's really worn out.
1816.
Yeah, Mrs. can see in 1816. That looks like the same
Reuben,
Talcott, which is
it's
the
the
same
same
as.
person. And it still doesn't say when he was born. Well, maybe it does. And
May,
died.
there's a 10.
May 10th. Oh, maybe that's.
May
It
10th.
died May 10th.
Oh,
18.
so maybe this is two different. Maybe this is like a.
Father and son.
Yeah. So that's interesting. And then you have these little stones. Oh. And
I can't see anything.
yeah, you can't see anything on this little stone here. And we'll be back shortly. And they got Trumbull County vet marking here. And then
This one doesn't have a birth either. Maybe they just put to death.
yeah,
Oh, this is another Talcott.
this star, Mesopotamia Car, Ohio. Mesopotamia, Ohio, car in the middle. So not totally sure what that means. Here's another Talcott, and it just tells you when she died also.
75 years.
Yeah, it sounds like she was 75 when she died.
I wonder if this is like the whole family.
Yeah, we're thinking it might be a whole family.
But this one looks different.
Yeah, that's a Risby. And
1812.
I can't really see what the plaque says.
Age 82 years.
Yeah, it says aged 82 years.
I guess they'll figure it out when they were born.
So, and we'll be back to show you. We found one here. Laura Walters Gardenier was born in 1839 and died in 1928. So she actually lived to see the 1900s. This is a nice looking stone. Milton B. Waters died September 26, 1882, aged 70 years, 8 months and 14 days. And then on the other side of the tombstone, so they must have more than one person Pluma Waters died February 2nd, 1890, aged 82 years.
What?
Or 32 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I read 32.
No, 82. Or is it a 3? We're not
It's a
sure.
3.
It's a 3. So 32 years. No.
It is an 8.
So it is an 8. So she was 82.
Okay.
God bless your souls. So we found a mother and a father, and the mother lived from 1892 to 1978, and the father lived 1885 to 1951. And then there's one of these little stones that you can
Either first or last name.
actually read it still. It says Gora, 1903 to 1915. Or is that a 9?
It's a 9, I think.
1909, we think, to 1915. So that probably was. Yeah, maybe these little ones are children. So that's what Mrs. said, but we weren't totally sure. But that kind of sounds like it. If we can read some of the others, we will. And then there's another duel, Thomas L. and his wife Anna Gilling Williams, 1815 to 1919 and 1848 to 1918. So he didn't last too much longer after his wife passed away. Can we actually read this one? Or this one is 1847 to 1928. So that actually was older, huh? 57. So the little ones might not necessarily, but that's a little bit bigger than some of the smaller ones. So, and then this one I thought was kind of cool looking. And all it does is give you the name, that it's like a rock.
Because none of these have last names, so maybe that's like the family name.
Oh, that could be. Because along here then, so we're thinking that might be the family name, and then all these along here, you got maybe children and then the father and the mother. So that's kind of cool. We found this one where you have 3 born together. Poor Agnes was 1918 to 1918 now. So the baby was buried with the mother and father. And the father lived to 1968 and the mother to 1977. And we'll be back. We have Scribbs, which is probably the family name, and then this is Francisco and Janie on either side. So. Oh, and then they have a plaque down in the ground on this, on the back side of the family name. Yeah, this one fell over. Hopefully it just naturally fell over and somebody didn't
well, you can
do
see
it.
A lot of them are starting to fall. So
yeah, you can see some of them are starting to fall. But they do seem like they upkeep this cemetery too. So, and I see another type of plaque here.
It's like broken. It looks broken.
Yeah. That one there almost looks broken. I'm not sure if it is or not, but it looks it. Now let's see what this plaque is. Trumbull County, I guess U.S. veteran. Not sure what war they were in, but that's actually a neat. I've never seen things like this before in the cemetery, so it's kind of neat. He died in 1833, so I'd have to look up what war was in there. And I hope you all don't think I'm morbid when I think some of this stuff is cool. But anyhow, we'll be back. Neat looking tombstones. Here's John Lewis Chapman, Sergeant Quartermaster Corps, World War I, August 24th to 1894, September 20th to 1965. Thank you for your service, sir. God rest your soul. And I was corrected for my pronunciation. It's corps, not corpse. But there's a corpse in there too. Here's David Bauer. He died in 1850 at the age of 19, and he also has the U.S. veteran plaque. So thank you for your service.
It actually says 19 years and 10 months.
19 years and 10 months. This one, which is a neat looking tombstone, and it has departed this life July 22nd, 18 something, in the 28th year of his age. His memory is ever grateful to his surviving friends, both as Christian and a relative. How can selfish mortals boast then? Their pawn?
Yes, there's
pawn.
Their blood,
their
birth.
Their blood, their birth. Death, oh how soon, like autumn frost, levels them with the earth. Not how loved, how something once avails thee, to whom related something by whom begot a heap of. Ooh, I can't read the rest of that. But anyhow, that has a big long saying on it. We got Clary and Lottie, J. Albert, Clary, and Lottie. And then there's a little tree and little Margaret. And then there's a couple underneath this tree here. That's 1910 to 1965, so that's completely in the 1900s. Here's a
maybe they didn't know who it was.
Plaque, U.S. veteran, but no tombstone there. And here's a really cool one that we're coming up on. So I'm not sure I can even get that whole thing in the camera. That is like so big. And then there's just first names. Yeah. front of it, so we're thinking that might be family.
Mm.
Yeah. I think this is a neat looking tombstone also. And another veteran. Again, thank you for your service, sir.
1976.
Wilcox. There's 3 buried here, and one of them was a veteran. And you can see that people still care about this one with the tulips. Though if tombstones or that don't have flowers does not mean that they are necessarily forgotten. This one has a tractor on it. They're 1932 to 1997, and the wife is still alive because there's not a date, and they were married in 1985. So this is a more recent one, and he was a serviceman too. Thank you for your service, sir. And then we have this one, another one that's going to be hard to get the whole thing in the camera, so I got to span it. That's 1964, so this is a more modern one too. Here is a very cool tombstone. We're not sure how you pronounce the person's name. There's a bunch of them there. The sons and daughters. What is the date on that? That's, oh, 1965. I saw the 15. It was like, you gotta be kidding me. But 1929, 1959 are deaths. So this is a little more modern one. What is this one here? Has a I'm not sure what this is by it, what it means. FCE it says, KP, so I don't know. If anybody knows what that is about, let us know in the comment section. And then we think this might be the family, and then here's their tombstones, which are so cool. And I know I shouldn't think tombstones are cool, but it's, I find it neat, some of them, and how they're art, they really are. And I know, like, I'm not gonna have one. I told my family to burn me, put me in a shoebox, and put me with the dogs. So it's nice to see these. And here is this person lived to be 90. Are they all different? And there's what, 4? So the wife lived to 90. That's father and wife, yeah. But I think that's another neat looking one. And here we got another tombstone with the tree growing over it. Found what we feel is another cool tombstone. Ira Sperry. And then there's a son here. And then there's another little tombstone.
The father, son, father and wife,
Father, wife, and son.
son, and maybe two sons. Then? Did it work? So?
1854 is one. 1915 is the wife. I can't read the top
Oh, that's her date. I see.
eight
So just one.
because it looks like it says, oh, that's May 23rd, 1898. Okay. I, yeah, and
Except it says
Sperry, but we can't read anything else. But the I didn't see the 18, and I thought it said 2399, and I'm like, no. If he was born in 1833, he certainly didn't live to 2030. So, but as I said, I thought this was another really nice tombstone. Can't really make out the tombstone. It's rather cool, but it has the War of 1812.
Looks like the date is 18. I wonder if it says 1875. But I can't get anything.
So Mrs. thinks the date says 1875, but that's all she can read on it. Again, thank you for your service, sir. This smaller one in the middle we thought was kind of neat looking. We can't read it at all. But then,
I don't know what the family name is.
yeah.
You can make out a name on top of this one. That one.
Yeah.
Really
They're hard to read. Another one that says car, 1861, 1865. But I can't really read the name, but I see died 1874. So I don't know if this is when their cars died or what that's
I think
about.
that's a G.
Oh,
G-A-R.
it's GAR, so I really don't know what it means now. If anybody knows what that means, let us know in the comments section. Unfortunately, we found a bigger one that fell over and looks like it cracked. Now, as long as your souls are resting, it's all good. So this one looked like a big chest to us, especially with like the thing on top of it. It's another one with husband, wife, and I'm not sure if child, Amaret. I'm not sure whether that's, child. They died in 1895, 1864, and 1898. So, in further exploration, Amaret was born in 1829, and Henry, the husband, was born in 1832. So Amaret was,
the wife was 1830.
yeah, the wife was 1830. So I'm guessing Amaret was one of the parents of Henry. So here's another Reynolds. We have Job, Althea C, FEM, Merrill, and Dio, but they got a dog in between two of the tombstones. I got a darn ant crawling on me. We thought that was cool. We're wondering if their dog is buried with them, which is, as I said, that's what I told my family I want to be. I want to be buried with our dogs behind the shed. So, we'll be back. I saw this one and I thought it was cool. Unfortunately, the top of it is broken off, so I have no idea. Oh, it's laying beside it. So, not totally sure what that looked like when it was all together. And that one there is kind of neat looking too. So we found this one, which a sailor. It has the anchor on the tombstone, and it's Captain R.A. Button, born June 28th, 1822, died June 17th, 1899. This is a nice looking tombstone. It's being, people are coming and visiting Owen and Lucille Wildman still to this day, but Owen was passed in 1994 and Lucille made it to 2005, so it's not too surprising that they're still being visited. And then there is the work shed, it looks like. What we're thinking is the work shed actually has, looks like clay pipes with numbers on it in the hole, and the hole over there doesn't have anything in it, so I don't know if they use those, or I don't know. So here's another one. I'm not totally sure what that is up on top. I'm not going to tell you what I thought it was from a distance, but there we go. You can't really read that one too well. And then this one, it's a fairly large one. You can see it sinking into the ground. Yeah. Here's a wild turkey visiting the cemetery. Oh, there's actually two of them. Let me go see if I don't scare them away. We'll get them better. Okay. Where'd the turkeys go? There they are. And boy, were they making noise a little bit ago. There we go. Hoping the noise comes through. Even visiting cemeteries, leave it to the travelers to get birds in there. You gotta be kidding me. I'm closer to them now and I'm not getting them. You want to get that one, honey?
Can't see. Oh, it might be too close. I'm sorry. I see too much reflection. I don't know if I got it or not.
Well, anyhow, this is the back of it, and it was a Women's Relief Corps. And then this tombstone, to me, looks like a seashell for the Wilcox. We got Alaska W, Caroline L, and daughter Elma A. So I'm just spanning the rest of it here. And we're presuming where that cement changes is the newer part of the cemetery. And cemetery here. Let me unzoom it. Water not for drinking.
We had a zoom. Next time, zoom.
There is another one that's starting to lean. So, but as Mrs. and I were saying, some of them have been here for quite a while.
That one's only 1903.
Yeah, that's 1903.
I mean,
But
that's a long time.
yeah, that's still.
But as old as some of them that are standing.
And
a lot of big ones are starting to sink.
Yeah, a lot of the big ones are starting to sink from the weight. So here it looked like there might have been a tombstone, or is it a plaque, babe? Just covered with moss.
It just looks like rock, but it could have been a stone.
Yeah, it just looks like rock, but we have a feeling.
Well, you know what? There was definitely something here.
Yeah. So
it might be one of them in-ground ones, and it just got covered up.
So anyhow, so let's see if I can. So the exit with the stones, if the name of the cemetery is Fairview Cemetery, there's Fair, and I don't know if you can tell, the one over there says View. I'm probably not getting it very well, but I thought that was really kind of cool.
You know, we drove through there and it says exit only.
That's where we exited, babe.
Yeah, and so it's not where we entered?
No.
Okay. That's good.
So there is what we found really neat, a pavilion and playground and park area real close to it. However, there's an Amish group having a picnic there today, so out of respect for them, I will not show it to you because Amish do not like to be caught on camera. So, as I said, out of respect, I will not do that. If you enjoyed this video, please hit a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. We go to all kinds of different places, parks, gardens, eventually museums. So consider subscribing to us. And remember, hit that thumbs up. And if you need a rollator, like I was using today, wheelchair, cane, or whatever kind of assistive device you need to help you live your life to its fullest and do what you like doing, it's not making you handicapped, it's making you handy capable. Thank you all for joining us. God bless.